be able to get the treatment that required. So we have to slow the process down, the virus down. So please stay at home.
Again from N'Golo Kante. For the first time in English football, no trophy for him this season.
Now, we know you've not been well. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling completely recovered. It's true, I started having some symptoms when we got the phone call from the
Arsenal player and all of the coaching team led by Mikel Arteta can jump in the air now because they...
to let us know that we might be exposed to the virus because the owner of Olympiacos, and on that moment, I don't know, I felt something within me that I had it.
Credit for it as well, but I'm very proud of Arsenal today. I'm very proud of what they've done, and they deserve that today.
Yeah, you mentioned they're going to Europe. It's their 25th straight season in European football. Wolves, of course, miss out unless they win the Europa League, in which case they'll go into the Champions League. But
and we had a game the following day against Manchester City. So I made a decision. I called the doctor straight away, and I asked him to drive home.
The game a bit from Chelsea's point of view, but no, I think Arsenal did deserve it today. I think Mikel Arteta has done a great job here, and I think they deserve the game today. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games towards the end of the season as well, Chelsea. Possibly that fight for the top 4 place had an impact, who knows?
With Raul, Vina, with Edu, with Hash, and we set up a meeting together, and I said, listen, we have a couple of players that they've been exposed. There is a massive risk there, and as well, I'm the first one that I'm feeling the symptoms.
And that's how they got the goal, and as I said, with Aubameyang getting the penalty and that second goal, just brilliant.
He's not been in the job very long, Ian, but he's certainly made one hell of an impact.
He has made an impact, and I'm delighted for him because the amount of work he's put in there, and he's got everybody on side. Players alike, and we've seen players who won't get on side, they won't play. The other players have reacted, they've reacted well. And what that says to me is that if he can get the kind of backing that he...
Very clear symptoms. So if that's the case, obviously, all the players and all the people related to the club that are in contact with me on a daily basis are exposed. So we cannot make that decision. We have to speak with the Premier League, we have to speak to Manchester City, and we have to make it.
They showed steel, they dug deep, they came back through Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from the penalty spot, and that man...
Pretty quickly.
It's incredible how quickly it happened. If you go back 2 weeks to when you were diagnosed, it feels like more than 2 weeks really. That week did start, as you say, with the Man City preparation, the press conference, it changed dramatically.
Have won the FA Cup yet again. A goal down so early against Chelsea. They did what they've been doing under Arteta.
Absolutely, and then obviously all the news we had, it was from China, then it was Italy, then a little bit of Spain, and myself, I had it at home, you know, and then you realize, wow, everybody can be exposed here, this is very serious, you know, and you start to think about the people that you've been in.
Triumph. Arsenal will consider it their cup coming home, as 13 times before it is.
With and the other people that can be related to us, and that's where a little bit of fear comes. In terms of symptoms,
the second half. That might actually play a key factor in whether he stays as an Arsenal player or not going forward. Look at the smiles on all Arsenal faces after that.
It was a normal virus for me. I had 3 or 4 a little bit difficult days, a little bit of temperature, some dry cough, and some discomfort in my pain, in my chest, and that was it. And yeah, the difficulty is I have people at home. I have 3 kids as well, and I was worried. My missus been through it, and my nanny's been through it, and thanks God the kids never got it, and we are all completely fine now.
Arsenal's FA Cup in 2020, full time at Wembley. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1.
What did self-isolation mean for you? What kind of precautions did you have to take at home?
All that I could. I set up a room and a bathroom. I was there by myself for 2 or 3 days, but after the second day my missus started to feel some symptoms as well. So probably it was too late, because by the time that the symptoms arised, already the virus was contagious to other people. So we could not prevent it in our home. I think it was too late by the time we had the positive test as well. We were reacting, and now that's why I insist. Instead of reacting, we have the chance now to stay at home and prevent a lot of situations, and we have to do it.
With everyone now at home,
More than Manchester United. They've now won 10% of all FA Cups. That's the 7th this century, and 4.
following those strict government guidelines, how is the club actually operating now?
Well, I'm really impressed, and I feel proud for where I am now, because in difficult moments is when do you really see the people, how they react, how they think, how they prioritize things. And all the phone calls I'm having with all the members of the board, of my technical staff, all the coaching staff, all the players, how aware and how encouraged they are allowed to try.
Mikel Arteta, he becomes the only person to win the FA Cup for Arsenal as a captain and a manager. Righty, happy?
Yeah, very, very happy. I think it's been magnificent effort from Mikel and
to help to try to be on board of the situation, to try to make things easier for the club. It's been amazing, and to be fair, I have to say that I'm very privileged to work with these people.
And communication is such a major part of your job, of course, Mikel, and that involves daily contact with the coaches, with the players, among others. How are they getting on, the coaches and the players right now?
Well, there are different aspects that we have to try to maintain. You know, the one is health is the most important one for sure. So just try to make everything and cover all the necessities players, staff and employees need to try to sustain the club with healthy people. That's the first one, that's our responsibility. The second one with players is the physical aspect. They all have programs, they all have...
Yes, Arsenal extend their remarkable number of FA Cup wins to 14. That's 2 more.
Individual work to do that they are really doing it and really trying to maintain themselves prepared for when we have to get back playing. And the third one is the mind. So there is the psychological support that they need that we are giving them, and as well I'm giving them a lot of homework to do, because I've been reviewing everything that we've been doing since I joined, the things that we have to try to...
In 7 seasons, and they've beaten Chelsea in all 3 of their finals that they've played together. Lots of incredible statistics for Arsenal in this competition. And for Frank Lampard, disappointments in a difficult week ahead, of course, to raise the spirits for that Champions League clash where they trailed Bayern Munich by 3 goals to 0. But for Mikel...
doing, improve and develop, and individually, I have to say they are really enjoying the challenge. So we might get a few coaches after this virus, or at least a few players that can, or are willing.
And the coaching staff, the way he's got this team going from where they were when he took over to end up winning the FA Cup and getting Arsenal back into Europe. You know, it's a magnificent effort. The players have to get...
to stand on that path, because I think that they are really enjoying the process.
It seems like a lot longer than 4 months since you took over as head coach. So much has happened, but you do have those 4 months of data and analytics to work with. So as well as sharing that homework with the players, what are you...
Well, I have 3 kids with a lot of energy. They are
Overall, do you think Arsenal deserved it, Alan?
I do. I think they were the better team. They came back, showed great character after going 1-0 down early in the game, but they were the better team. They defended a lot better, and when you've got a touch of class up front with
10, 7 and 4, so you can imagine. So as well, I am a very positive person. I try to take a moment to say, okay, what can we take from this? What's the lesson here? What's the opportunity here for us? For 17 years, I haven't had the chance to wake up with my kids, spend a lot of time, dedicate time, listen to them, do homework with them, and the same with my missus. So this is a great opportunity. There's no excuses. We are in the household together, and we are really enjoying those moments as well. My kids, they miss the social aspect. Yes, they do. But at the same time, if you ask them, that's a unique opportunity in their lives to be with their parents on their own and have all the attention that they need. So in that sense, emotionally, I feel very fulfilled because I'm giving and I'm receiving something that I'm not used to.
With Aubameyang, then you always have a chance. But Chelsea never had a shot on target in the second half. You've got to give Arsenal great credit for that. I know when Pulisic went off injured, that would have helped them, but still Arsenal defended very, very well. So they deserved it. I thought we were a better team.
Yeah. Do it, and it's a great opportunity for us to do that.
Similar story for the players, I suppose. When you make that kind of a sacrifice, you travel that much, to have this time is one of maybe there's the silver lining to a very big cloud.
Absolutely, and I think we are all realizing how much we need each other. And we are in a world here. Everything is social media. Everything is a WhatsApp text. How important is touching each other? Feeling each other and hugging each other. I miss that a lot with a lot of people that I love, and I cannot do it now, and I'm sure that will transform a little bit how people behave with the close one, with the people that they love, that they care about. We have to be emotionally more open. We have to tell each other what we are feeling, because straight away, it's one virus that is putting the world aside, and it's transforming everything that we prioritize in life. So we have to take that lesson. We cannot just in 2 or 3 months' time, if we are able to get over this quickly, forget about this, because it's so important.
We can't finish, Mikel, without mentioning that today is your birthday, of course. Happy birthday. It's one you'll remember for very different reasons.
For sure, but as I said, all the people that I love has been in contact, and they've been trying to speak to me, and thanks God we have the technology to do what we're doing at the moment, to be able to communicate with people. I have my kids, I have my wife here with me. They've been really caring, and it's what it is.
Chelsea came out well at the start of the second half. The Pulisic injury seemed to affect them, actually. I don't know. Yeah, it affected the team. He was bossing the game at the time, and when you pull your hamstring and he has to go off, I think that intensity left.
No, I don't think so. I think all the credit has to go to that guy there, Mikel Arteta, and his team. He set them up really well. We asked the question before the game, which Arsenal are we going to see? Are we going to see the one that played against Liverpool and against Manchester City in the semi-final, and the team that defends so well? The answer to that was absolutely yes. It was an Arsenal team that showed great character and spirit to come back into the game in the way they did, the way he changed it slightly when he went more direct with the balls over the top. That worked for them.
He can bring Arsenal back to where they want to be, and that is challenging again for Premier Leagues and Champions League and things like that. I think it's been unbelievable. I'm so pleased.
Well, they couldn't have anything better happen if they were attempting to keep Aubameyang and make sure he stays. That make him, everyone's happy when it's going well.
Yeah, but like I said at the start, I feel that he's when he speaks about Aubameyang, he says, I know he's going to be here. He's confident he's going to be there. And like I've said, we need him there. You see what the value he is to Arsenal, because there wasn't too many more chances created for anyone else. And if you want them to drop to somebody, then it's going to be him. I have to say Chelsea are unfortunate, though. They've had some injuries, and I thought that sending off was very, very unfair on them.
Things went against Chelsea in that game, actually. I think losing Pulisic was key. Obviously, Kovacic getting sent off was.
we kind of felt the responsibility of sharing our situation. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent the good vibes and the texts and emails and calls. Really, it's been overwhelming. I understand as well that you want to know what's going on. So let me tell you that my husband is feeling fine. He's well. It's true that he had symptoms of a virus, but these symptoms would have never stopped him from going to work in a normal situation. He would have just taken an ibuprofen or paracetamol, and he would have gone to work. So really, it's nothing major. Some temperature, some headache, but that's it. Obviously, that's his experience. Also, my kids and I are perfectly well. I'm just gonna share what all the doctors that we have around said to us. Apparently, the virus is not a lethal virus. It could be for a certain amount of people, but the big majority of people are going to go through it if they are with mild symptoms. Maybe some people have more symptoms than others, but it won't be anything really bad. What it's true is that apparently it's a new virus, so apparently no one has antibodies to fight against it. So we are going to be infected if we get exposed to it, which is a danger. The danger is that some people are weaker against this virus. The elder people, people with the immune system low, people with pathologies from before. It's true that some people that were healthy are having complications as well, apparently, but the majority is going to be okay, and a small group of people really are going to be in danger. So I think our responsibility is to take care of that small group of people, that even if it's a small group comparing to the majority, it's still many persons. So they said to us that we have to be isolated, and that the most important thing that we as citizens, as humans, have to be is just try not to get exposed or get other people exposed to the virus. How do we do that? Staying at home. Really, it's a hard thing to do because it looks like life is happening outside our homes, but we need to stay home. The world, it's a little bit stopping, really. Football, cinema, theaters, schools, universities, everything is kind of pausing, which apparently to be home with our kids, with our parents, with our brothers. So I also wanted to share a little thing. Last night when the news came out, I was feeling great, amazing, like normal, healthy. But as soon as the news came out, I got so many texts and messages and calls, and people were so alarmed and so worried that really for some minutes I worried. And I thought, oh my gosh, my husband has the coronavirus. Maybe I have it. Maybe the kids will have it. And really I panicked like for a few minutes. And only by feeling that fear, I kind of started to get symptoms. I felt my chest with the pressure, my stomach like shrinking. My heartbeat was faster suddenly, and so I realized that the symptoms that I had were only because I was scared, really. So we just relaxed, and we understood that the fear can cause a lot of damage. So let's just keep calm, precautious, responsible, but calm. If we want to use our imagination, let's not use it to imagine the worst case scenario, but the opposite. Let's just imagine the best case scenario, that I guess would be that the ones that go through it go with no problems, and that we all get any positives from the situation. Honestly, it's kind of amazing how the world is responding together against a common enemy, and how we kind of see each other the same, because we are really in the same possibility of getting the virus. It doesn't matter who we are, our gender, our race, our social level. We are all the same, and that's good to see, in my opinion.